Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Misbah and today I'm going to be taking you through the Wakelet platform. Now, for those of you who are completely new to Wakelet, hopefully this video should help you understand the value of the platform and also get you to grips with some of the key features that will help you organize better, take control of all of your online content, and create stunning collections that you can then share with friends, family, students, colleagues, and the world. And for those of you who have been using the platform for a while, this is a really good opportunity to catch up on some of the things that you may have missed, understand a few of the new features that we've got, and give you a general refresh on what the platform can do. Okay, so to begin with, what is Wakelet? Wakelet very simply is a platform that allows you to capture and organize content from all over the web, organize it in a way that makes sense to you and your audience, and then showcase it and present it in a really visual, engaging way. Now, people around the world are creating collections on so many different things. If you're an educator, you're creating lesson plans, newsletters, exercises, you're putting resources together for students in a way that makes sense for them. If you work at a business, you're able to capture and organize the results of campaigns. You're able to collect documents, videos, and any kind of content that's been shared internally or externally and keep it all in one place. You're able to collaborate with teammates as well, which is really useful. And if you're just somebody who's using it for yourself, it's a really powerful way to bookmark content that you find on the web that interests you and that you love, save it for later, and organize it in really useful ways. So let's dive in and discover how to make your first collection on Wakelet. So when you first log in or sign up to Wakelet, you're in your collections area here. Now, collections very simply are links, media that is being grouped together in a way that you see fit. So I have collections on research, I've got collections on kitchen inspiration, I've got collections on travel, and essentially what I'm doing is taking links from around the web, things that I've received either on WhatsApp or through email, things that I've seen on social media or on the other channels that I use, and bring it all together in one place so that I can come back to it later, I can refer to it, and I can also share it with my colleagues and my friends as well. Now, the great thing about Wakelet and the thing that makes it unique is that it's really one of the only places on the web where you are able to have a bunch of mixed media all sitting on top of each other, all part of the same collection. So if I go to this collection here, it provides me with a really cool example of all the different kinds of media that I can add to a Wakelet collection. So I've got articles, I've got infographics, I've got text that I can edit, I've got YouTube videos that will play in line. I've uploaded videos here myself, so I can either record a video directly or I can upload one from my device. I can add, again, infographics. I can add slides from various platforms like Genially. I can add slides from Canva. I can even add creations from some of your favorite tools as well. So for educators, our integrations with platforms like Edpuzzle and Genially are really important. With these, you're able to take an Edpuzzle creation or a Genially creation, have them play in line and have students interact with them from within the confines of the collection. I can also upload PDFs and Word documents. And of course, I can add social media posts as well. Now, the key thing about this is wherever you are on the web, if you pick up a piece of content or you discover something really cool and interesting that you think is going to be useful to yourself or anybody else, you're able to bring it into a collection, you're able to add context, and you're able to then share that collection so that everything is on one place and that people aren't hopping through tabs and hopping through different platforms to really get the message of what you're trying to communicate. Now, if I go back to my collections area here, creating a collection is really easy. I just click on this button here, create collection, and then this is going to give me the framework, the skeleton of the collection that I want to create. So we can give this a title. I'm just going to put test. We can give it a description as well. And then this bar here, which we call the content inserter bar, this is where all of the magic happens. In this bar, I'm able to paste any web address from across the internet and it will go into my Wakelet collection. Now, if it's an interactive piece of media, it's going to embed. And if it's an article, it will provide a preview graphic and some preview text as well. Now, on top of that, I'm able to also add text. I'm able to add images. I can upload an image. I can create a album. I can generate an image using our AI image generator. I can design with Canva, Adobe Express, and I can also use a GIF or choose from our library of high definition images with Unsplash as well. I'll go through some of these in a moment. I can also add from my bookmarks. This is content that I've saved to Wakelet that I haven't yet organized, so it's a really good way to bring it into collections there. I can record and upload video directly within a Wakelet collection. I can upload documents, so PDFs, Word documents. And here I've got a list of different integrations that I can pull content from as well. That's where the magic happens. So I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to add content to Wakelet. I've got a YouTube. I'm use this here, which is a video of a rocket launch. I simply right click, I copy the address, I head back into my Wakelet collection, and I right click and paste that in. And that is going to instantly add into the collection. Now bear in mind, I can do this with any content across the web. So you can see I can start building my collection. Let's do it one more time. Let's add an article this time. So I'm going to go to the article that I like. I'm going to copy this again, the same way that I did earlier. I'm going to paste it into Wakelet, and then boom, that will add as an article within the collection. I can also, on the right hand corner here, click these three dots, and I'm able to edit this item, so I can change the text and add some context. This can be anything that you like, and it's really important because if I'm creating a collection where I want people to follow a particular order, I'm able to add things like read this first or unit 1 or any other instructions like that. In these three dots here also, I'm able to change the color of the item. So let's make this one red. I can also pin the item to the top, which means that anything that I add will appear underneath it, which is really good for things like newsletters. I can also save this to my bookmarks so that I can use it in another collection, and I can just visit the original page as well, or I can delete it. I can also move things around as well by just dragging and dropping them where I want them to be. And as you can see, I've got the start of a collection here now. Now, this is the really cool part. We know that when you share collections, you want them to look good. You want them to be visually engaging. You want the people who are looking at them, and not only them, but yourself as well. You want the people who are looking at them to enjoy their experience. So we've got a really cool range of design options that you can choose to add some flair to your collection. To change the design of your collection, just click on the design button on the top right hand corner. This will pull up a few different things. So we can have cover images, background images, and you can change the layout as well. Let's change the cover image first because this is a really cool opportunity to showcase some of the integrations that we have. So if I click on choose image, I can either upload an image from my library, I can generate one with AI, or I can use our various integrations. I'm going to design one with Canva just to show you how easy it is to pull the Canva workstation from within Wakelet directly and add designs straight from there. So if I click design with Canva, that's going to load. And as you can see, it brings up Canva's workstation. Now I can do an awful lot in here. I can use templates that have already been created for the Wakelet cover image. I can create my own. I've got access to brand kits. I can upload things. All the things that you'd expect from your Canva workstation are available in this integration. So if I click on this one here, I'm able to go and edit this directly in line. So let's call this Rockets. And I can obviously do way more to add to the design of this, but just for the sake of time, I'm going to go and click publish. That's going to load into the collection, and then I'm able to use that as my cover image directly. Now I can use this Canva integration anywhere within my collection as well. It's really good for things like infographics, and it makes your collection really pop. Okay, so once I've done that, I can then choose a background image as well. I like to choose from Unsplash just because so let's select this one here. That will go into the background. And then this is the really cool part. Here we've got 5 different layouts that you can choose for your Wakelet collections. Now this is media view, which means that all the content which I've added will display kind of the way that it should. A video will look like a video, an article will display really nicely, and all that interactive content that you've added would behave exactly as it would if you were looking at it from the original website. I like media view. It's really good at telling a story. We have got compact view here that, as you can see, changes things into smaller links. This is really good for things like lists, and if you want to showcase a bunch of content at once and share it through one link. We've got grid view here, which is really cool because you can compare things. A mood board view, which is really good for things like brainstorming and collaboration. And we've got columns view as well. This is really cool because you're able to display loads of content within one page, and it's really easy to understand. With this, I simply add a section, and then I'm able to drag and drop content from one side into the other, and I'm able to add multiple sections, and then people are able to scroll through each one depending on what they're looking to navigate to. So very useful. Those are the 5 different layouts that you can choose. Decide which one is best for you depending on what message you're trying to get across. You'll figure out which one is best as you go along and experiment. So that's it. It's as simple as that to create a collection. Now I'm going to show you how to share a collection. It's very simple. Click on the blue share button on the top right hand corner, and then as you would with like a Google Doc or any sort of cloud file that you're sharing, here you can control the access. So with this, I'm going to say that people who have this link can view the collection. I simply copy that link and share it with whoever I want. I can share it through a QR code as well, which is really useful when I'm printing things out. So let's say, for example, you have a collection of resources that you wanted to share with your colleagues and your students. You're able to print this off, place it somewhere where people can see it, and then if somebody scans it with a phone, they're able to go straight to this collection. Really useful. I can also change this to can add. That means that people who have the link are able to come in and add to that collection as well. I can also generate a join code as well, which is a really useful way to get people to contribute and join your collection. Or I can invite people here using their username or email address. Now, if I wanted to publish this collection to my profile, I'd simply go to the Publish tab here and click Publish. I'll explain a little bit about what that means in a moment. So that's how you create your collection. Now, when I go back to my collections area here, I will see that collection that I just created along with my others. You'll probably notice that in the left-hand corner, I've got these things called folders. Folders are a great way of adding an extra layer of organization to your collections. I've got folders on projects, I've got my own portfolio here, and it's very easy to move collections from my collections page into my folders. And if I wanted to add a new folder, I'd just click Add Folder there as well. Now on this panel, you'll also see this icon called Shared with Me. This will showcase the collections which I've been invited to. In my items area, here I'm able to view all of the different items that I've ever added to Wakelet. I can filter and sort them, so it's very easy for me to find things that I may have thought I've lost. And then here in the top, you've got Explore and Search. This is a really cool component of Wakelet because it allows you to browse through collections that other people have done. It's a fantastic way to get inspired and see what other people on Wakelet are doing. And we've got lots of different categories here for you to explore as well. Most of these collections, you're able to copy them to your Wakelet profile as a template and edit them and change them and make them your own as well, which is really cool. And we've got a search button here where you're able to search through the entirety of Wakelet and see what kind of content comes up. The last thing that I wanted to share with you is this up here. This will pull up all of the workspaces which you're a part of, the groups that you're collaborating with, and it's where you can access your public profile as well. So if you recall earlier when I was creating that collection, I was about to hit the publish button. If I clicked publish, then it would have appeared on my public profile. Now, in another video, I'll show you all of the cool things that you can do with your public profile, including creating a professional portfolio. But in the meantime, I think that that's enough for you to get started, understand the basics of Wakelet, and explore all of the different features that we've got available. So if you're looking to get more organized, save time, and take control of all of that content that you love on the web, then head to wakelet.com and sign up. And if you're somebody who already has a Wakelet account and who's missed some of the features which I've shared with you, dive in, give them a try, let us know what you'd like to see next, because we listen to our community so much. All of the features which I've shared with you today have come from you. So please give us your suggestions and your feedback. And in the next series of videos, I'll be exploring things like group spaces, like collaboration, and I'll be exploring our integrations in a little bit more depth as well. Until then, keep curating, keep exploring, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care.